Good morning. Well, I haven't done one of these for what seems quite a long time. Not sure why really, probably because it's been the winter and maybe we've not done as much. We've been lucky enough to have quite a few visitors over, so we've been showing them around so that's it really. So what's been happening? Well, it's been quite a long winter by Spanish standards, possibly not by UK standards, but it's certainly been not as good the weather as it was this time last year. I think it started off in November, obviously with the bad rain that we had. Obviously we didn't get it as bad as Valencia, but it was still pretty bad here. Having said that, Christmas Day was amazing. We could have had lunch outside Christmas Day. It was that bright and warm, but then through January, February and March, the weather's been changeable. There's been a lot of wind, it's been quite cold, never freezing, although in the far distance the mountains had snow on them, which I think is quite unusual here, and that made a cold wind for us. Had quite a lot of rain, and then still quite a few sunny days. The great thing with having so much rain in March especially was there's just wildflowers everywhere. As you may know, we live in Europe's only desert, and so it's a very dusty, sandy, arid place. But all the rain has just brought flowers everywhere, and it's really, really nice to see. And I don't think it's happened in quite a long time, so probably won't happen next year, but that's certainly the advantage of having all the rain. The weather outlook now, it's still a bit changeable. As you can maybe see behind me, it's still a bit grey and dull, but it's supposed to be full sunshine this afternoon. Last Saturday, I think we got up as high as 27 degrees C. And most of this week it's been in the mid-20s, and I think give it another week or two and we'll certainly be into the summer weather really, which promises to be long hot days, and we're looking forward to that. So even though I'm just doing this on the first day of May, I've been in the pool 4 to 5 times, and it wasn't as cold as I thought it would be. It's not heated, our pool, but it's still being 21, 22 degrees C, which actually is fine for swimming, and it's quite a nice temperature. So what have we been doing over the last few months? Well, there's always some jobs to do around the house, whether it's improvements or just maintenance. So we've been doing a bit of that. We also had a new bathroom fitted, and that took quite a bit of planning to decide what we wanted, where from and who to do it. And in the end we went for a local builder, Chris, who did a great job of it for us, and we were really happy. We ended up getting the parts from a place called Leroy Merlin, which I suppose is a Spanish equivalent to B&Q. So the prices were okay, the quality was good, and Chris did a really good job of it, so we're really happy with that. But one thing we weren't aware of is that in Spain, and I think also Italy and Greece, is for a lot of the jobs that you do around the house, refurbishment or improvements, you do need a license from the town hall. This enables you to do the work. You have to tell them what you're going to do. I think you also need to tell them the approximate cost, and then they will provide you with a license at a cost. This seems to vary. Some people say it's 3% of the cost. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that is something you have to do, and that includes any structural work, any refurbishment like bathrooms, kitchens, electrics, but also can include, I believe, if you're changing the windows or the doors, or even if you want to change the colour of a wall. I'm not too sure about them all, but it's something I wasn't aware of, but obviously we need to look into if we do anything now. We've also been having Spanish lessons twice a week, which have been provided free from the town hall with a great teacher, and we've met some brilliant people, and we have a good laugh every time we go. And it's a slow process, but we learn a little bit more each day, or as it says here, un poquito mejor cada día, a little more each day. But probably will be a long process. You probably heard about the power outage we had over here that Spain, Portugal, and I think France experienced. So power cuts over here are quite frequent, really. You don't really go a week without having one. It's usually only for a couple of minutes, and we're soon back up and running again. But ours electricity went off at 11:45 on Monday, and it didn't come back on until 11:45 the following morning. So that's 23 hours without power. And we were starting to get a little bit worried, mainly because we didn't know what was going on. We couldn't contact anyone because although the phones were still on a couple of hours, after about 2 o'clock, they went off completely. Obviously, we had no internet. And even the English-speaking radio stations went off there. And unfortunately, our Spanish isn't good enough to know exactly what was going on the Spanish radio stations, and people just didn't seem to know anyhow, really. And there was talk of it being off for 4 days, which we were starting to panic because we didn't know what to do. We were just sitting there with little candle lights, and we'd bought some baked beans and water, and we just waited to see what happened, but we didn't have a clue what was going on in the world. So yeah, it was quite unnerving, really, to be honest. So, but I said it came on the Tuesday, and so everything was looking good again. So we thought, but until Wednesday morning when we got up and the water was off, and that was off for about 4 hours. So we fully expected to get up this morning to have a swarm of locusts, but that hasn't happened up to now. So yeah, it's been an interesting week, power and water wise. Plans for the next few weeks? Well, we hope to go on a little road trip further down south, see our daughter, and to maybe visit the likes of Malaga, Cadiz, maybe even Seville. So yeah, we're looking forward to that, and hopefully there will be a little video for next time. So anyhow, thanks for watching this little catch up. Sorry it's been so long, but hope to see you soon. Hasta luego.